Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of Not Your Echo Chamber podcast. It is episode 7, and I'm excited today because they always say about a podcast that once you put out an episode 7, that means your podcast is going to last. So I'm really excited about getting this episode out. I'm your host, Christopher Walgast, here with my co-host today. I've got Jeremiah Walgast.
Hello.
And Matthew Gitto. He has returned.
Hello.
I mean, make sure to wave for the microphone, Matthew.
Yeah.
He's kind of a pretty permanent part of this podcast at this point, I think.
Yeah, I hope so. I took off more Saturdays, so we should be able to do this on Saturdays.
It's episode 7, but it's also really dark in here. Can we take a minute and talk about how dark it is in this room that we're recording in?
No, because we need to talk about, speaking of dark, Twitter. You can find us on Twitter at NoEchoPod. Comment and subscribe on our YouTube channel, which I'm going to get into our YouTube channel more later. Definitely comment, review, and take part in the Spotify polls. Comment anything, comment show ideas, comment for the algorithm. I don't care, just comment on there. I've stopped caring about that because nobody does it. All you people who you think you're fans because you just listen, well, guess what? That doesn't help. Well, it does help. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
If you're a real fan, you would actually put some effort out.
Exactly. But thank you, fans, for listening in general. And
hey, keep it cool, fans.
Yes, it's definitely stop raging in the comments. I've had to ban at least 3 people for heated arguments because, man, you people in the comments, you're just so on it.
I know, people are commenting so much. Like, I find it hard to read all of the comments that everyone is posting all the time.
Yeah, they're on those comments like rust on a Chevy. Oh, man, it's just crazy how much they're on.
Wow, wait, you mean they're not in the comments at all?
No, because
they're a stereotype?
Nope, they're all over the Chevy. They're completely all over it. All the rest in the comments.
All right, we have 2 people that voted in the Spotify polls.
Oh yeah, I gotta vote.
One of those was me.
I gotta go vote, otherwise I'll lose this poll.
No, you have 1 vote for Jeremiah.
Oh, then
Did seriously nobody vote in our polls? So I haven't actually looked at what the Spotify polls looked like. Both me and Jeremiah have not voted yet, so live on the podcast, I think we're gonna be voting right now.
I love how at this point, like when this episode drops, it's gonna be obsolete. The poll is gonna be done, and it's gonna be time to start the new poll. But we're still gonna vote anyway.
I didn't vote just for integrity. Matthew had the most robust draft, so I'm gonna go for Matthew. All right, I voted for him. Oh wow, so
I'm voting for myself.
You voted for yourself, which
Wow.
means
I want to
How
win.
stereotypical.
I want to win, man.
I clearly did not because I got 0% of the vote with my stupid Bugatti draft.
Well, there was only 1 person that didn't vote besides us. So.
We were the 3, and then someone else, which might be our guy David.
Really? Is it you, David?
If it's you, David, shout out to you. You're incredible.
You're our most loyal listener. You're like our second commenter after Matthew. Well, you're neck and neck with Matthew with comments. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for getting me also hooked on Switchfoot.
Yes.
I'm forever in your debt. All right, so
greatest camp activities director.
Yes, and the camp activity which we may never speak of, the Switchfoot dance party.
You just said that on millions of listeners, man. Thousands
Millions of people just heard you.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Millions of people heard it before, but they didn't hear anything else because we have an NDA. Well, I guess
that is true.
First rule of Fart Club is you don't talk about Fart Club, I guess.
That is true. Brad Pitt is a good comp to David.
It's true. All right, you guys ready to move on to our weekly updates?
Yes.
Let's talk about David some more.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about David in the weekly update. Matthew, what's your weekly update? I heard you had a great big one couldn't wait to share with us. Kicking your feet on the chair, just so excited and elated to be doing this today.
I mean, life happened this week, but I'm now a back pocket phone.
Nice.
I transferred into the. I'm just like, I tried it. I'm just like, I'm gonna give it. I was at work all day, and I'm like, let's just give it a try. So I tried it for one day. I'm like, I like this.
The reason that it works is because when you stand to work, it's way more convenient than putting it in the front pocket. Because the front pocket, you got the hip pockets are like, you have to like get over like, depending on the person, but you have to kind of shove it in there. because it's kind of tight in the front.
You have to like
back.
stand up straight, and if you have a little bit tighter pants, you have to like really pull on the pants.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to do like the stanky leg dance to get it in there and like shuffle it back and forth. But like back pocket is so convenient.
You
You're
just
right.
lean over a little bit, just.
I feel like whoa! What was that? Did you letting something out when you leaned over? Does that help? Like a little air blast.
A little boost.
Sets the phone loose.
They do call that what do you call it? Hovercraft. That's how it works. The air from beneath helps it glide into the pocket.
Thunder from down under.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, I'm like, when I sit down, anyways, I always take my phone out anyways, so it's easier to take out if it's just right there.
That's true, Screenager.
See, I wanted to bring that up. Do you feel like you're living on the edge, like leaving it in there? Like, because if you sit down, if you take that risk and you are not 100 for 100, pulling that thing out, man, you're gonna, I don't know, sit on your phone. I don't know. That seemed like a big problem to me at the time.
Wait, out of us three, who's all back pocket? Are we all back pocketers?
I'm a back pocket
Oh,
solid.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I'm at work and I'm like standing, then I'm gonna move over to here to stand, then I'm gonna move over to here to stand. It's not the principle of walking, it's the principle that I'm standing all the time. Then definitely back pocket is way more convenient, especially when you need to control the music volume when you're working alone, like the last hour before closing.
Specifically then.
Yeah.
The fear, I don't know. There's a fear for me that's keeping me from back pocketing. I'm a front pocket man, and I figured out how to volume control with my.
No, I did too.
My front.
I never did. My pants.
Okay, we all definitely had the problem when you bend over, the music turns up, right?
Back in the day, I did before I had like a beefy case.
Mine happens every time I bend over. It just cranks up the volume for no reason. There's no way the button is being turned up.
Christopher and I have these like impossible to break your phone cases or whatever. Like somehow they're designed to like be dropped.
Yeah, like if you dropped it off the top of the Eiffel State building, it would bounce and land on like the Eiffel State Tower.
The Eiffel State building. Did you not know that you said that?
Eiffel State.
The
What
Eiffel
is the Eiffel Tower?
I think
just Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think no, but they're to provide backstory.
The Emperor State Building.
The Empire.
Yeah, Empire. Yeah.
I think
the Emperor's New Groove building.
But I think you're thinking Mike Malagese makes a song where he talks about Paris.
Yeah.
And the Empire State.
Yeah, we're not gonna perish like Empire State.
Yeah. I'm just So that could be in your head.
Or something like that. Anyway, I was probably wrong.
One last thing before we move on to the next update. Do either of you guys have the like innate phone protection programming in now to where like your phone can like not get damaged at all? I know for me, for our buddy Silas has like this like just a snap response. If his phone drops, his hands just, oh, you just did it. He just live on the podcast. Christopher just adjusted. His phone slipped out to the side and his hand, I mean, the fastest draw in the West. He was down there to save that thing as I'm describing this. So it's like
slipped off my knee an inch and I was like,
he was bam
on the side there.
And that was what I was just about to talk about. I was just about to ask, do you have that like phone protection instinct? Chris, the answer is yes. For me, a lot of the times, it's like actually like I don't try and catch it before it falls. A lot of the times, mine is like a foot out, you know.
Oh.
So I kind of catch it on the foot.
I do both. I do it so it's like a water slide, but no water to my leg. I guess that's just called a slide. Where I get it to hit my leg and kind of slide under the ground.
Rich.
A water slide with no water. We're off to a great start.
That's
here,
pretty
guys.
poor, actually, if you consider. All right.
Can't afford water in your slide? What kind of cheapo are you?
Alright, what's your weekly update, Jeremiah?
Okay.
I'm going to end because I have 7 at the moment. I'm going to cut some of them out, but yeah.
You have like 6, 7?
6, 7?
Okay. I'm not going to ask. So the first one, my weekly update is just kind of stupid. But they're just things that happened. There was a fire at school.
Nice.
At college this week. Yeah,
he was coming out at the end of his blowtorch. All right, my turn. I'm kidding.
Blowtorch. That is a welding nozzle. Thank you very much. No, but it's like, and our alarm system at school is so dumb. It was like, genuinely, it's like I'm welding and I'm listening to my music and I stop and then I just hear it's just like, it's like, please locate the nearest exit. And it's like, it's so like calm and like not, like the whole time that it was happening, I was like, the only light in here should be red. There should be flashing red lights. This should sound panicked and scared, but it was like so calm and chill that most of the students in our class thought that like our instructor was just like playing a prank on us with a megaphone. Like we came out, we were like, what's going on? And rumors were flying as to whether the culinary students like burnt the toast or whether the popcorn machine in the student life like caught fire. It was one of the two. At least that was what I heard, but nothing conclusive was found yet. And the other one is just kind of a neat thing that me and my roommate Silas have been doing this week. So you know how there's the try not to laugh trend on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is another trend of videos, but it's called try not to dance. And so basically what it is it's these compilation clips of about 5 seconds of like super catchy songs, and you have to sit there and basically not sing, not dance, not rap, like while it happens. And so me and Silas have been causing true pain in our lives, just trying to sit through these incredible songs. Oh, I almost gave away one of the things for our draft later, but
One of these sick beats.
yeah, I'd totally be drafting sick beats later. But so
2 E's and a Z at the end.
but yeah, it's just like that's just like a pain we've been going through. But you can look them up. They're like just try not to dance, whatever. And I so far we've just been doing like pop ones, which is a dangerous game because we can talk about pop music videos at some point, but they're not good.
Make it drop, DJ Bumps.
That one actually is like that one. Wait, hold on. Not that one, but last Friday night the
Friday night.
I hate that song so bad.
the music video for that one is actually like I didn't watch a ton of it because it's just a 5-second clip and what have you, but it just looked really stupid. It didn't look like inappropriate.
Song's worse. If you don't even go there.
Stay tuned when I interview Silas. We'll be talking about that a little bit more.
About Kesha?
We're gonna dive into some music, some musical thoughts.
Dang.
On our podcast.
All right, it's time for what will be the rest of the podcast, which is my weekly updates. So we're gonna start out with
entertain me.
Number 1. So I've been at work a lot, and I've been doing other things a lot, and going out on escapades and stuff. And basically, we split up the chores of like setting the table, clearing the table, sweeping the floor, all that stuff. Circulates throughout the kids each month. And I just don't have the time to do like setting the table and stuff when I'm away at work during like meal times. So what I decided to do is I made this little box. I made it out of cardboard. I taped it together, and I put on the side of it, I put Christopher's Infinite Money Dispenser. So basically what it is, when I'm gone, I'm paying my sisters $1 for each time they do my chores. Like if they do a chore while I'm gone, and Mom approves of it, etc., I'm actually gone. I'm not just upstairs sleeping in. They get $1, and it's called my Infinite Money Dispenser.
Nice.
All right, now some...
I'll take some chores, thank you.
Now for some work stuff. All right. I'm just looking through these now. I remember there's this one Republican like uncle who came in and is just like he was he came how it started was he's like, you know, I can remember back when Subway had paper bags before they went plastic and then back to paper, and then somehow he's like paper bags, paper, and he's like, okay, so you know how Russia invaded Ukraine, and then I thought he was gonna eventually turn that back around to the conversation of paper or plastic. He never did. He just went off about all this stuff, and so yeah, your Republican uncle was at Subway.
My Republican uncle?
Everyone's Republican
Oh.
uncle. It was embodied in that man.
He is like he doesn't have any family. He just kind of travels around to the family reunions. Just B's Republican. Is Republican, whatever. B's Republican. Okay. One thing that I do want you to do, no matter which one you cut, I need to hear "Not Enough of a Man at Menards."
Okay.
That's a story. I see that in the doc. I need to hear that story, even if it's not good. That's a great title.
The rest of these are all stories that won't really have much of a conclusion, anyways. Anyway, so yesterday I had to go to Menards. I guess it was Friday for all you people listening. I had to go to Menards because there was this...
Last Friday night.
Shut up. It was Friday afternoon, goobers.
Yeah, we went to the Menards. Acting like some retard.
I don't know if we can say that. If we would, I would have put in last week's news a long time ago. Anyway, so I went to Menards to pick up 2 handsaws because they were selling handsaws for $2.19 each, which is a steal. So my dad saw
How much are handsaws?
I'm guessing these would have been like $5 retail.
Okay.
Way to date the podcast, man. People will be listening in the year 3025 BC, and they'll just be like,
Well,
"What?"
3025 BC. What BC? AD. They'd be
AD.
like, they'd be like, well, this podcast was made 1,000 years ago. We'd all be dead by then. Like,
Yeah,
wait,
you
are
don't
these
know.
guys still alive? No.
You don't know.
No, I'll
Maybe
kill
it-
myself.
Maybe Arby's
I would rather die
will keep us
than
alive
stay alive for that long.
with all the preservatives.
I'm gonna go meet Jesus.
Maybe.
All right. So, anyways, I went to Menards. I went to go pick up the saws, but I went around the outside of the building to try and find it. But apparently, all the tools and stuff were in the middle. So I went around. I'm like, okay, cool. There's the paint. There's the flooring. There's the other crap. There's the ceiling, the ceiling, the roofing,
Ceiling.
the outdoor stuff. I'm like, where is what I need? So then I was walking, and then all of a sudden, bam! There's one of my coworkers. Shout out Eddie. I met him in there, and I'm like, oh man, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm stocking up on junk food. What are you doing here? I'm like, I'm not enough of a man to find the saws. He was like, okay, I don't have my glasses on right now, but I'm pretty sure I know where they are. He led me right over to the saws, and he's like, yep, right there. Thanks, we parted ways. Anyways, I didn't want to ask an employee where stuff was, because that would technically make me like a woman, because asking for directions in Menards, that would pretty much, they'd take away my man card. But, yeah, basically I wasn't enough of a man to find out my own. Had to rely on a coworker from Subway.
And for those of you who don't know, Menards is like, it's kind of like you probably know what Lowe's is, or Home Depot, or what have you. Menards is our Midwest one, and it's better than all your Crizzle.
Yeah.
It's the best one. It's
Definitely.
the manly man store.
It's
of
better
all of them.
than Home Depot and all those other places.
It is the best, for sure. Well, Matthew just got up and left on us, so
So my last weekly update is something that Matthew was there for.
Oh, yes.
Because this happened Tuesday, so we were finished with
Another
work.
date day.
Yeah, another day is we finished working the tortilla job, and we have plenty of time in between this and me going to my next job. So we just went straight across the road to Matthew's house, and before we went inside to watch, of course, Lab Rats, we shot some hoops, and I suck. I fully suck. Matthew's a basketball player who is incidentally about to go on to play nationals.
I'm
this
leaving
next
later
week.
today.
Yep.
Well, not as this podcast. I'm probably playing right now, actually.
Yeah.
That's
pray-
true.
pray for him.
When this is released on Monday, yeah.
I'll be playing Monday at noon.
But the problem is about basketball is that I stink on ice, and especially when it's cold out, I stink on ice. I stink like nobody's.
You do stink a little bit.
I stink like nobody. I stink like nobody's brown. So we were outside and we were shooting hoops, and Matthew's like, he's like, you have a good guide hand, which is a code for everything else sucks. So basically, I'm shooting, not doing anything, and then Matthew's like, so he says, there's this one thing you do when you shoot that actually helps a lot. And he said, at the end, when you shoot, your hand's up in the air, just put it down. Just put your hand down like the gay guy hand thing as you're shooting.
You flick the wrist.
You flick the wrist down, and it made me feel stupid. But every single time I did it, it was a clean swish, like dead center on this thing. Like, and this was not like a huge 15-inch hoop. This is like a 12. Like the ball could barely get through. And every time I did it the way he wanted me to, just swished right through, like clean as ever.
It made me so happy.
I know. It was almost like the music was playing. You're like, I did it! I created a shooter!
See, I saw that in the doc that it says Matthew created a shooter, and I thought something completely different. I was like, Matthew made like the next Joker or something. Some guy's gonna be on the news.
Matthew turned me into the next John Wick.
I saw John Wick on Saturday.
Really?
Really? Where was he?
Not the real one. Not the real one.
I saw Keanu Reeves too. That was weird.
It was. Yeah.
All right. What was it? Was it good?
What was what?
Was it good?
John
You
Wick.
said you watched it.
No, I saw like a comp of John Wick, like a guy in real life.
Oh, that's right. You showed me a picture. Like, is that guy over there John Wick? I'm like,
I thought you were
I
gonna.
didn't actually watch John Wick.
Oh, come on, man. I mean, I haven't either, but it is beside the point.
I'm sorry that you let me down.
Sorry.
let you down.
All these voices in
Shout
my
right
head.
enough.
I wish that I could shut them out.
All right, you guys ready to move on to last week's news?
Yeah,
Sure.
we need to move on.
This is last week's news. Trump ordered an indefinite suspension of all U.S. military aid to Ukraine following a contentious meeting with Zelensky. The U.S. has also paused intelligence sharing with Ukraine, but CIA Director John Radcliffe said in a statement, "We clearly didn't share half as much intelligence with Ukraine as we should have." Zelensky has expressed a renewed commitment to peace negotiations. Zelensky stated, "None of us wants an endless war." He then sighed somberly and continued, "After all good things must come to an end." UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer hosted this London Security Summit, which brought together European leaders to unify their response to the conflict with Russia and Ukraine. The European leaders eventually decided to stand in solidarity with Ukraine and stick it to Trump by doing exactly what he wanted them to do all along. The ceasefire between Israel and Hamas collapsed as they rejected the proposal to extend it. Trump and Netanyahu have both issued stern warnings to Hamas. They have threatened unimaginable consequences if the hostages are not released, which may include livestock disease, locusts, gnats, darkness for 3 days, and the death of every firstborn of the Palestinians. Egypt unveiled a $53 billion plan to reconstruct the Gaza Strip, countering Trump's proposal, which Arab leaders and Hamas collectively endorsed. But the United States and Israel have rejected Egypt's plan, threatening consequences for the plan, such as frogs, flies, boils, hail, and the Nile River turning to blood.
The Nile River?
Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has officially announced his candidacy for New York mayor, marking a significant return to politics following his 2021 resignation amid sexual harassment allegations. In a statement, he expressed that he was overjoyed to return to the dark, discreet hallways of the New York City office. Trump signed an executive order designating English as the official language of the United States, but it was English Trump edition, which involves new pronunciations for million, huge, and China. Trump implemented 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada to address national security concerns such as drug trafficking and illegal immigration, but granted a 1-month exemption for imported vehicles and auto parts. This decision came after discussions with executives from U.S. automakers Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis. Trump also tried to give Chevy an exclusive 1-month exemption from rusting the second their vehicles drove off the lot, which the company promptly turned down. Trump rolled back the tariffs on Mexican goods after President Claudia Sheinbaum's successful efforts to curb drug trafficking. Upon hearing the news, Taco Bell, Pitbull, and Mexican Flags R Us breathed a sigh of relief. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company has announced an investment of $100 billion in the United States, combating possible tariffs on foreign-made semiconductors. Upon hearing that Taiwan will be driving the national semiconductor industry, Americans are now terrified of taking a vehicle anywhere if there will be more Asians driving. On March 4, 2025, Trump delivered a joint address to Congress marking his first such speech since his re-election. Many Democratic leaders protested silently by holding up small black signs that said false. They raised them every time Trump said statements such as, "There are 2 genders, grass is green, and little black boys with cancer can have dreams come true." The House of Representatives censured Representative Al Green after he disrespectfully interrupted Trump's address and waved his cane in the air. He was subsequently removed from the chamber. Green was then escorted back to the home and given his applesauce with crushed up meds and promptly sent to bed. U.S. Representative Sylvester Turner passed away at the age of 70 after representing Texas's 18th congressional district for about 3 months in his position. It makes sense. His career hero was William Henry Harrison. Researchers in Texas report analyzed individuals who struggled with gender dysphoria, comparing those who received surgical interventions with those who did not. They discovered transgender individuals who underwent surgical interventions are more likely to experience depression, anxiety, suicidal ideation, and substance abuse than those who did not. The study also found that 100% of men who play in women's sports also prefer soccer over American football. This has been last week's news, and always remember, only Christopher's opinions of the news matter.
Repeat line and speech.
Alright, we're not really going to be doing a media review today. I just wanted to talk about something that I've been doing. So I have been commenting on Babylon Bee videos with our official account and I've been getting quite a few responses to these. So, starting out, Babylon Bee had a Doge video, and they have one of their bald actors named Jarrett. He's the only bald actor, but he's so hilarious, especially when he's like wearing a wig. So I commented, every time Jarrett gets in a wig, it's always a great time. And I got like 42 likes and a bunch of responses. And actually, it was pretty crazy. They had another video, which was their official response to the Trump speech. And I commented, the Bee is the only website that gives you opinions about Trump speeches. And the Babylon Bee, they commented a heart on that one. And that one got 68 likes. So they noticed me.
They noticed you. It's not like they probably heart every single comment.
No, they don't really.
I'm just kidding.
And then probably my craziest one was I commented on their video, Army announces people with Ukraine flags in bio will be drafted first. I commented, there goes everyone's weird aunt that nobody knows how to talk to. And that got 411 likes.
Wow.
And 14 replies. One of them was the Babylon Bee.
14 replies.
Yeah. So that one was probably the biggest one. Yeah, 411.
The internet is just created for you to enjoy.
Yeah, I definitely latched onto what Bee commenters want to see. They also had another thing. Yeah, but I'm just trying to reply on the Babylon Bee. So if you're actually here today because you saw that the podcast account commented on the Babylon Bee videos and you wanted to see what the podcast was, welcome. Thank you for joining. Definitely want to go and check us out on Spotify because I think it's a lot better there. Because, I mean, it all it is just a picture with the podcast here.
We might get video soon.
Oh, yeah. That's one of my... I have like a whole list of dreams.
Studio. Yeah, once we... So, give us money, please. We're like a more trustworthy Joel Osteen.
Yeah, exactly. Except
please give us money.
Nothing like Joel Osteen at all.
Well, okay, let me try this. Okay, let me try. What does Joel Osteen sound like? He's kind of the blessings, right?
Yeah.
Give us money for the podcast.
Oh, it's that.
And the Lord will provide.
God wants you to live in the blessings.
The blessings, yeah, but
I am Jesus, practically, except more divine.
But nothing will happen. The Lord will He will keep being God, but you will have less money, and we will have more money. If you give us money for this podcast right now.
Anyway, but my point of doing the YouTube commenting is I'm trying to, expand on there. More people will see that there's a podcast on there, so I'm definitely doing that for that purpose. So
yeah, sharing a... Sorry, did I interrupt you?
No.
Sharing a podcast is kind of scary, but if you guys are willing to share us with your friends and your family and your enemies and your weird uncle that nobody knows how to talk to, or aunt, sorry, just let them know about our podcast, and we will grow.
Yep. So it's time for us to move on to the sports ball update. You guys ready for that?
I've been drinking tea for the past half hour. I'm ready to go.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Sports Ball Update. Today we will be talking mostly about football.
Yes.
American football?
Oh yeah, it's American football, not soccer. It's not football.
It's not the trans one.
That's football.
It's the straight one.
So we'll get the basketball out of the way and then we'll talk football.
Okay.
LeBron hits his 50,000th points, with playoffs included. He has not had 50,000 in regular season points.
Congrats.
Giannis Antetokounmpo gets 20,000 career points.
Nice.
Congrats to him. He is the second youngest player to get 20,000 points.
Wow, really?
He's only 30 years old.
A
reporter asked him, he said, "Are you going to go for 30?" He's like, "Is that even a question?"
That was a good Antetokounmpo voice.
Oh, thank you. Antetokounmpo's live on the pod today.
Yeah, he is. Mr. Antetokounmpo, what do you think about LeBron James?
LeBron James!
I was thinking about how to work that.
LeBron James!
Wait, don't you have a game with the Pacers tonight?
Who knows?
I'm going tonight.
Why does he sound like Prince?
I bet. What's new my FYP? That's the only lyric I know how to sing. Just feel sorry for me.
Back to the sports ball.
Yeah.
We are not a music podcast.
Matthew has 6 or 7 more things to say. 6'7".
What? Okay, hold on. Back out. Tell the story. There's a story
It's
here,
a
and I don't
meme.
know. Okay.
It's a meme. LaMelo Ball, player for the Hornets, he made a meme, and he said something about, it's like, how tall is LaMelo Ball? And I'd be like, 6'7". So that was just a meme. And I was just like, oh, they just say 6'7" for everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, how many drinks did you have today? I don't know, like
6'7".
6'7". Anyways,
All right. Yeah.
that
Let's
is
talk.
kind of sports related because LaMelo Ball made it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Christian Kirk goes to the Texans for a 6th round pick. The wide receiver for the Jaguars goes to the Texans.
You say
Interesting.
do you say Jaguar or Jaguar?
Jaguar.
Jaguar?
Yeah.
Like
Zach?
it came down to the wire. That
Yeah.
came down to the Jaguar.
The Jaguars.
I would say Jaguar.
Okay.
Jaguars.
The Jaguars.
And
Jaguars.
you should too. No.
Yeah, I'm right. You're wrong.
Tyler Lockett is wanting to get traded. No, he's getting traded, sorry.
Where is he? Is he?
The wide receiver for the Seahawks.
Is he like on the block or like?
Yeah, he's
do
a
they...
free agent. Or no, he's going to be a free agent, so
Okay.
they're trading him.
Okay.
And then 1 hour later, DK Metcalf says, I want out.
That's not great for the Seahawks.
No, it's not. But they have young talent behind them. They have JSN and they have Bobo.
I don't follow that team very well, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's
what
only
all-
because I have them in Dynasty, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say I tried really hard to get Metcalf from you at the end of the season.
Yeah. Trey Hendrickson, D lineman for the Bengals, is looking to be traded. Bobby Wagner back to the Commanders from the Seahawks. No, he's not for the Seahawks. He was for the Rams.
Okay.
He was a Seahawk for probably 10 years, and then went to the Rams, and now he's back. He's going to the Commanders.
Okay.
Geno Smith to the Raiders.
Geno Smith.
Yeah,
Is he-
quarterback for the Seahawks. Seahawks are making moves this
I was
year.
gonna say that. Are they just like all splitting? Like, do
Yeah,
they
apparently.
have new teams?
But Geno Smith and then Mason Crosby is being signed to the Packers to retire as a Packer.
I was gonna say if Max Crosby was coming, man, that would be awesome, dude. That guy's
Would be.
insane. He plays. Did you know he plays whole games? He never gets
Yep.
pulled out, and he's just like he's so fast, and he's honestly my favorite defensive player.
Yeah. So that's exciting. He gets to retire as a Packer after holding several records for the Packers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then this happened this morning. Xavier Worthy gets arrested.
All right, let's dive into some celebrity gossip.
Can't say what he's arrested for on the podcast. I don't
Ooh.
think that'd be very appropriate.
Oh, that's not good. Come on, Xavier.
Yeah.
They didn't. Was he not?
Could he not run from the cops?
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I was trying to say. Is it like? Wasn't he kind of out this season?
No,
Or was
that was the other dude.
Rasheed Rice.
Yeah, Rasheed Rice.
Rasheed Rice.
The
They
other
need
black
you,
wide
Worthy.
receiver.
They need you, Xavier Worthy. You know, all these people, like all these. If you break it down, when we're watching sports, we're mostly just watching a couple of millionaires throw a ball around, and we're just watching a bunch of millionaires play.
It's true. It's a millionaire sport.
Yeah, and once they get to be
Pay to win.
once they get to be millionaires, it's just like they feel like I don't know. It seems like kind of the law doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes, do better, guys. We don't need any more Charles Barkley, not your role models. I don't know.
excellent. I'm surprised you made that reference.
Thank you. I don't know. I heard that and I was like, come on, bro. Like you're on national television. Like there are people that are like looking up to you. It's like, come on, man.
Back to the basketball.
Oh, basketball. Okay.
Anthony Edwards gets suspended 1 game for too many technical fouls.
Wait a
Ooh.
minute. Was that the one clip we watched?
No, probably not.
Technically.
He just keeps swearing on national television and he says whatever to the refs. Yeah, in interviews he's just like bleep bleep bleep.
Oh wow.
Did you hear about the? Well, never mind. We don't need to bring that up on the podcast.
And other than that, that's my sports ball update. Unless you have anything else.
I forgot to look at the news.
I'm signing on with the Lakers.
Oh, cool.
That's my news.
I hear the
my
Lakers
news.
need a center.
Yeah, that's true. If there's
Great
anything,
center. I was
if there's anything I know about, it's the center of a donut.
Yeah. Did you know that? Just like news, the firing squad is back.
Oh, cool. They're gonna kill people.
No, there was a dude this week that was like he chose the firing squad over like lethal injection or
really?
the electric chair. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was like,
I saw that. Yeah.
I was super proud of this guy because like he did a really bad thing, but then later and that's not what I'm proud of him for. I'm not proud of him for the really bad thing.
Wasn't it murder?
But we don't need to bring it up on the pod. But then later
Bleep that out.
But then later, he like basically he said like when he got into court, he basically just said, "Look, I did it. Like this was my fault, and I'm sorry. But I'm not gonna try and make anyone else take the fall for me." Like, and I was so proud of him because so many sleemos get in there and they're like,
Yeah.
I didn't do it, or technically it wasn't that bad, and they're like hiding behind a lawyer. But this guy, like, I think he might have
I
been.
don't think he got a lawyer.
I don't know. I didn't dive in or anything, but based on his remarks, I think he may have been a Christian and he recognized that what he did was wrong. And yeah, like I mean, they apparently the firing squad still out there. So
Apparently.
that's yeah. Anyway, that was morbid enough for the podcast. Shall we move on to?
Let's rate the family friendliness of that conversation. I'm just kidding.
The family friendliness of that conversation was 3.
It really depends on the family. If it's dysfunctional, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah, we support murder. No, I'm just kidding. No, never mind. Cut that out. But like dysfunction. Anyway, it was a joke that it didn't work.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
Speaking of that, today we are all drinking some form of soda. What are you drinking, Jeremiah?
Not a sponsor. Lipton green tea,
Nice.
citrus flavor, good flavor. What I want to know. Can I take this time to talk to Mr. Lipton?
Sure.
All right, Mr. Lipton, listen up. look me in the ears. I mean, well.
Let's go ear to ear here.
Yeah, point me your ear because guess what? You make a flavor that I want to try. You make a wild berry tea, but you only make it in diet. Or if you do make it in regular, you don't sell it at the Walmart. So get it together, Mr.
Have
Lipton.
you tried Quick Trip?
I have not. But I normally buy these in like 12 packs for work and what have you.
Okay.
But it's like, it looks like a really good flavor, but it's just diet, which means it has aspartame in it. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, so Mr. Lipton, get it together and get me my strawberry flavored green tea.
All right, I am drinking Pepsi Zero. Psych, it's not Diet Pepsi, so Addison Rae can go suck mud.
Whoa.
Anyway, Subway recently got the Pepsi. That was a couple days ago, so I've been drinking the Diet Pepsi because it is well, not Diet Pepsi, sorry. Addison Rae suck mud. But I
don't think you can say that on our podcast.
The Pepsi Zero is so good. Well, she should, anyways.
But like, didn't they have like some really weird commercials at the Super Bowl 2 years ago, or was that?
It was just random celebrities being like, "This is what the young kids are doing. Sorry, let me take out my dentures and drink this." Like, that was pretty much what the commercials were. They were like, "Man, we're so hip and young still."
Now the Pepsi commercials are just the Pepsi logo going.
Exactly.
It's just a Pepsi can going all over the place.
Exactly.
Basically.
Pepsi, yeah.
Can we talk also about how stupid the Diet Coke culture is?
Yes.
And I'm sorry for all you Diet Coke people who
including
really like
Donald Trump.
Who really like the taste.
Oh, Donald Trump, you are a great supporter.
Diet Coke is an American establishment. We can't take it away. They tried to take it away. For 4 years, they didn't let us have it, but we took it back.
But it's like this like bougie hip.
Don't say that again. Never say that again. You said booty. That's a booty.
I did not.
It's a booty soda.
No, I said bougie. It's like
Bougie.
It's like this like bougie
It's
like
French.
I don't know. It's like
cringe.
okay, this is gonna sound like kind of weird, so stick with me. But it's like this like bougie like 20, 30-year-old woman drink, you know? And they're so dorky. They're like, oh yeah, I'm totally not drinking a drink that was.
Guys, I'm drinking this Diet Coke right now.
Right.
Slay Queen.
It's like a teeny bopper. It's like a
Slay Queen.
It's like
What's that supposed to be?
I don't know. It's like, yeah, anyway.
Diet Coke, Slay Queen.
But like they're wearing their designer stuff, pretending that they're hip and cool and totally not
Pretending like
drinking.
they're still teeny boppers.
Yeah. Well, and like pretending that they're not drinking a drink that was intended for 70-year-olds.
That's true.
Diet soda is not for, whatever. So I don't know. It's just the whole like bougie culture, like the idea of like people that are basically living outside their means because they just want to live that high class lifestyle.
I don't drink.
That's good. That's good. You're underage, and it's not good for your liver.
I don't drink Coke because I had cocaine in that one time. We may have cocaine still.
Might have still like traces of it.
Yes.
They're not still making Coke out of like the original vat. They don't like, this is where we've always made the Coke, and I can't verify that there's not still some cocaine in the bottom of this vat of Coke.
Anyways, Pepsi.
Conspiracy theorists.
You guys ready to get to our draft?
I am ready to slay.
Ready to slay queens with the fam, Skibbity Sigma, Riz.
I'm about to have a skibbity draft.
We're about to mog these phantom tax.
Okay,
taxes.
now.
I don't know.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. You know how there are language adapts as we go, and there are certain phrases, certain terms, certain words that are big and that different generations create, and the internet has been huge in like creating words and what have you. And so today we're going to be taking a look at our generation. We're going to be looking at Gen Z slang words.
Yes.
But not like phrases, just words, right?
Yeah, yep. We're gonna be drafting the Gen Z slang terms.
So like those ones that I threw out. I have the 101 in this, and
oh my gosh, I can't wait.
I don't know what to take.
Here's my dilemma. I wish that I was in Matthew's spot. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna be drafting a team of Gen Z slang words to try and compile the best Gen Z slang words, and we might come back and do the worst because there are some real bad ones.
We might draft them.
I think we might. Yeah, I hope you guys draft those so that way I can just absolutely slay you, Queen, with my draft. I wish I had Matthew's spot. I don't feel like there's any words that are a head and shoulders above the rest.
I think I have number one for sure.
There are some that are very valuable to us in our lives. What I'm just going to do, I'm going to take one. There's a lot of picks, and there are some that are very important to me. So I'm just going to keep stalling at the 101 until I figure out what my pick is going to be. I think I'm going to go with Cap.
That was the number one.
Let's go. Okay.
That was by far
okay.
number one.
That's a good one.
It's just in terms of it means like
that's no cap the best one.
Yeah, no cap. I was about to say that like when I was doing it, no cap.
So I'm gonna assume that I also get no cap, but it basically this is not your 90s cap anymore. That was dark and scary. This is your 2010s cap where it basically means like you're lying. So that's cap, bro.
And we're not talking about a sick lid or a tight cap. We're talking about. We're not saying
that's such a hat, bro.
We're not talking your ball cap turned around backwards. This is real. This is real cap, and there's no cap, brother.
This is no cap. So now it's on to Christopher.
All right, so I have my next pick here, and I'm looking through the list here. There are a lot that I really want.
There's one that I really need to come back to me, and
I really have a hard time really. I want to give one like the first place power, but
there might be other ones that maybe that 101 could slip through Matthew and come back to you.
Yeah, so there's some of these I think are definitely gonna make back to me.
There's one that's very important to you that if you don't take,
we going 4 or 5.
Let's see where we are after 4.
Yeah, so I'm going to start out with. Oh man, this is hard. I'm looking through these again and again.
I know, that's where I was. I was like, what do you do? Just find the one that's the most important to you and your life.
All right, I'm going to start out with one that's, it's not really great. It's not really bad. It's kind of mid.
Oh,
I'm
taking
mid, yeah.
I didn't even have that one on my list, and it's so good.
That's a good one.
It's not great. It's not bad. It's just mid.
That's what this draft is.
It's kind of mid.
Okay, so I gotta stay true and take my 101.
What is your?
I gotta stay true to myself. I'm not gonna maybe get the polls, but I gotta take Zesty, bro.
Zesty. Zesty.
Would you consider that to be Gen Z slang?
Yeah, that's Gen Z.
Like what Gen Z?
Huh?
Because I haven't seen that on any list of like Gen Z per se. Like,
Yeah, I
know
looked
it's
up a couple lists.
I know it's like you've seen Zesty as an actual one on there.
Yeah.
I
And
guess I've
all
not,
my friends my age use it.
Really?
Yeah. Zesty is no
Zesty
cap.
is no cap.
No cap, definitely.
It's
a
no
Gen Z
cap
word.
mid. I'm just kidding. No. Nah. I had no idea it was
alright.
actually something. I thought it was just one you used randomly.
Now I'm kind of there's so many picks that you guys are
There-
gonna take before me.
I know. I'm scared. I'm so scared that mine's not gonna.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to use popular ones or ones that I use.
Be true to your heart, so I can
Yes.
win. The
Be
poll.
true to your heart so you can lose.
Yeah, so I can win.
I'll take low key then.
No, I wanted the keys. That was the one I needed to come back. Low key, high key, just like basically, low key replaces the word like actually. So
Yeah.
it's like low key, like actually.
Yeah.
And then high key replaces the word obviously. So it's,
Yeah.
well, high key, like
Why don't you use
High key people don't use high key as much.
It's-
as
they
I do.
don't.
No.
they
And it's-
don't, and it's one that I want to add into my vernacular. But
Vernacular.
vernacular, yeah, that one's hit that one up. That one's the silent generation.
I'm sorry,
used
is that a Gen Z word?
That is not. That one back when people used to be smart. Before we were Sigma mogging these Ohio skibbity rizzlers.
Okay, this isn't Gen Alpha.
I'm gonna backspace out one that's cringe. Hold on. All right.
You're
we're
gonna
good.
take cringe?
No, cringe. That doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
No,
I'm
because the word
pretty sure.
cringy has been around for way
Okay.
longer than that, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't count it.
But as a phrase.
All right. I'm gonna be taking. I'm just gonna be taking. It's a response word.
Okay.
No,
don't.
there are a couple of those that would be good, but
Please don't leave this. No. Please don't tell me both of my picks are gone. Just
I'm gonna make a pick now.
no.
Aight.
Okay. That one's solid. That's good. It's not mine, but that one is actually very
That's
solid.
a part of a phrase, dude.
Nope,
No,
just
aight.
Just aight.
I mean, yeah,
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
I am going to complete the phrase though because I bet.
Yeah.
I'll be taking bet.
Yep.
That
That's a
was
good
mine.
one.
That's one that I never remember. That I
Me
always
neither.
wanted.
That's why I didn't take it. Is because there's like so few circumstances to actually use it.
Well, it's like okay, I bet.
One go Culver's bet.
Let's do it.
Yeah, except that if you said that wouldn't like not be close to one of the things that I would actually say if you say want to go to Culver's, because
Would you understand what I said if I said that?
Bet.
I would understand what you said, but I'd be like cap because Culver's is
Okay.
been
Want to
there,
go to Taco
been there,
Bell?
done
Want to go to Taco Bell? Bet.
I bet.
Bet. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
well,
you
yeah,
can-
I can see it now.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
can- yeah,
that was
you can-
helpful.
You can bet for Taco Bell way easier than you can for Culver's.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Culver's is so vanilla now.
It is. I
It's
feel
true.
like that one also might be one of our words, but
All right, the rest of these are all super popular ones on my
They-
list. So,
yeah.
Jeremiah, you have your next pick.
Okay, I was gonna wait to see if maybe you
I was
would
about
drop
to think that
one.
you were gonna go
I
on,
was
yeah.
waiting to see if you would drop
I was
one
waiting
that I
that
could
out
take.
too.
Okay,
That's
let's see.
stupid.
Okay, there's one more. There's one more that I think is very valuable to you guys. The question is, does it have enough does it have enough power to where it's worth this pick? I'm looking at a couple here.
I have a sleeper I'm going to end it on.
Let's see here. I'm going to go with. I just think this word is kind of funny, and I could be wrong, and I might need some correction if I'm wrong. But somebody is disrespecting you, and then you clap back, and it's kind of a rarer one, but I like that one. I think it's a funny word.
What?
Clap back.
What?
That's it?
Yeah, clap back.
Clap back?
Yeah.
Good pick. Never heard of it. Sounds like it
It's
sucks.
I'm pretty sure it's just I'm gonna need to verify what it means, but
That term is very.
Wait, what was my
I don't want to
second
say the
pick?
word. I don't want to say the word because it'll get bleeped. I don't want to do the work to bleep out the word, but it sounds very inappropriate.
let me make sure I didn't.
What was my second pick?
Your second pick
Oh yes,
was
So,
low key.
Oh,
I was right. It is a slang term for a quick, sharp, and effective response to criticism or insult.
oh,
so-
clap back.
You disrespect me, I'm gonna clap back.
Okay, yeah, but it's
I-
not something you say.
No, it's just an expression. Oh,
Yeah,
what a
that
clap
guy clapped back.
Yeah, all right. What
Okay, I've heard that.
what a
I've never
clap
heard
back,
that.
bro.
Like, clap back, Christopher.
Right, exactly. Like, whoa, you gonna take that sitting down?
Yes, because I don't like standing. I'm lazy.
Okay. Well, wow, great pick, me. I should have taken the other one. I guess.
Yeah, there's no way that wasn't coming back to you.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. I'm gonna make it my next pick. There's some of these I really want to see get drafted, and I think we really should do 5 rounds because
Yeah,
some of these.
I'm down for
I'm
5.
game for 5.
All right, next one I'm gonna do this because I'm true to myself. I'm gonna take Savage.
Yeah, that was the one. If you let that
Oh,
come back,
I didn't even think about that.
if you let that one come back,
There's
I
no
was
way, yeah.
not-
I don't know if
was
that's
not gonna-
generally a Gen Z.
Oh, it's totally Gen Z. It was like all the kids
Savage,
were saying it
yeah.
like back. It was like
Yeah,
five years ago. It used to be like
Yeah.
Savage.
Savage.
Especially
think
after
Savage.
especially after Tiger King. That's definitely
Oh,
when all the
yeah.
people started saying Savage. So definitely
I
Gen
don't
Z.
even know what Tiger King is.
Here I am.
All right, Matthew,
gonna-
you got 2 more
I
picks
have
here
3 more actually, but
But
2
gonna-
more now.
because you're on the turn.
I'm gonna assume that.
I kind
he
of.
was-
I hope. I have a sleeper. I have a sleeper that's coming back to me. I don't think you guys will take it. I'm gonna take. There's 3. There's 4 I want. I have to get rid of one.
You have to
I would take
sacrifice
the sucky
sacrifice one of them because one of us is gonna get them.
Yeah, I'm gonna take trash.
Trash.
Yeah.
You're trash, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I didn't even think of that one.
Like I use that a lot. Like that
You're-
team's trash.
Well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't consider that to be Gen Z.
Okay,
slang
then
per se.
that one can go. That one can go then.
I don't know.
Because
like that one.
I would say people have been saying that's trash for like since millennials
Fine.
at least.
Okay, that's fine.
Like I think even Gen X.
I'm gonna go
say
lit.
trash. Lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the one I backspaced because it was cringe.
What?
Yeah, it's lit, bruh. Like whenever I hear that, I'm just like,
Want to draft the
Oh.
word, bruh?
why are you in my generation? Why?
I don't use it a lot, but it's fine to
That's
use.
lit. I don't know. I
When
think-
people in Minecraft, when you get your flint and steel to that obsidian frame and you say, "Oh man, it's lit. It's lit." I just want to die. I want to bury a hole and
But
like
it's
pour lava
lit.
over
It's-
my head.
It's actually lit though. You just lit it on fire.
All right, you have one more, Matthew. Please
Yeah, I
make
know.
a bad pick. You're seriously considering, because I'm just like dumping on you. Sorry.
I'm not gonna take bougie.
Thank you, because that word should die a horrible death. I hate
Did
it.
you know? Okay, hold on.
Because
Pause,
technically, what it
pause.
actually means is booty.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't. It means
does
high
not.
class.
It means you're middle class pretending to be
yes,
high class.
middle class pretending to be high class.
Okay,
Like,
spell
oh,
it.
you got your Starbucks. You're so bougie.
Also spell it really quick for me.
Boujee.
Booty.
But no, it is. It's spelled in the most stupid way. Like you think that it should be spelled.
Well, it's a
like, in
stupid
French
word.
way.
It's literally. I don't want to say it, but it's such a dumb sounding word. Like they could have made a different word that sounded cool for that, but they made a sound that's a synonym for butt. Why'd they turn that into the
Okay.
It
word?
does not. It does not
Butt
mean
and
butt.
bougie.
It does
You
not-
don't hear it?
No.
Shake your bougie, shake your bougie.
Okay, that's you.
Yeah.
You need to get your head out of the gutter, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna take sus.
That was on my list. That was
That's a little sus. Why
Among
you
Us.
picking
Is
that?
Among Us is such a
But
game of
I
our
use-
generation.
I would say I use that one on the daily. Though.
I would say that as well. Like that's kind of well, I'd say it at least on the weekly. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when I use it, it's always appropriate. So
Yeah.
I would say sus was an
I
excellent.
would say
pick.
lit isn't on the daily, but sus is definitely closer.
Yeah, so that was a good pick. That was a good pick. I would say that's probably your best pick yet. Like you should have picked that one first.
Not even low key.
Low key.
I like
I
low
think
key.
I think it would have made it bad. I think low key.
Low key, I think that's probably the best pick today.
Low key, I think that's cap.
Low key, I think that's sus. I think that zesty lit is sus. Low key.
Oh, you're writing down the picks. Perfect.
Yeah. All right. So it's my pick now.
Let me get. There's one that's really important to me that
You
if
have 2
take-
more though.
I know.
I have one,
He
and
has to take.
all the rest of these, it's kind of a tier down.
Pretty
so
mid, you would say, right?
Pretty mid. Yeah, I'd say it's mid.
Legit.
All right, I'm about to make a savage pick. I'm gonna go with bruh. Because
No!
I use that all the time.
I hate that word. If anything,
Bruh.
I look. Take that. Take
My
that.
my coworkers make a dirty joke. Bruh. Like a full on technoblade bruh is appropriate in every situation.
I take
I
that.
usually go straight to brother. I'm like, oh, brother.
Except that's a bit whiter.
Yeah.
Brother.
Take
We don't
that.
talk like that.
You can see a chill black dude saying bruh, but you can't see him saying brother. Well, you can see.
Yeah, you
context.
can.
But I can much more see a little white person, a snivelly little white voice that's with the nose plugged up saying, "Okay, brother, let's do this."
I don't know. Take that UH, replace it with an O, and
Bro.
we're balling.
Hello,
but otherwise,
bro.
It's
That's
bro.
That's such wildcrats.
Bro.
All right, Matthew, it's your pick again. So
No, it's
Nice
not,
try
man.
there,
You can't. Okay. All
You
right.
can't set people up.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see here. I'm looking at my list. I'm thinking.
All the rest of mine are terrible.
Can you read me off the rest of your list? No, I'm just kidding. Can you read me off our draft picks so far?
All right, so Matthew picked Zesty, Low-Key, Lit, and Sus. I picked Mid, Ight, Savage, and Bruh. And you picked Cap, Bet, Clapback, and another terrible one
Okay.
you're about to make.
This one...
So you're on the turn, so technically you have 2 picks here.
I do have 2 picks. I need to close the team out. There are a lot of ones in here. A lot of gaming-inspired ones.
Yep.
There are a lot of gaming-inspired ones. I'm struggling to find which one of those that I like the most. There's one that's super popular, but I just don't use it, and so I really don't want to draft that one. There's another one that I would like to take. I think I'm going to go with legit.
All right.
Legit. I like that's legit.
Even though it's been around for a while, too legit to quit. I will.
Yeah, I know.
allow
I
that.
was about to make the reference myself. And I think
But it's definitely more of our generation took that on.
yeah. So that's low key legit.
Yep. What's
For
your
real.
last one?
That's what I'm looking at right now. I think that I'm going to go to
I like your cut, G. Just kidding.
That's a meme.
wow, back to 2012.
Yeah.
Here we are. See, I'm struggling between one that I because I feel like it's a tier down. There's none that super stand out to me that I'm like
That's
I
why
have
I'm gonna
to
take
this.
kind of a sleeper funny one.
And I'm not gonna take Chugi or.
Oh, that word is so gross.
I feel I needed to go confess to the priest and pray the rosary or whatever
Yeah.
Catholics do to cleanse my.
Because when
soul
I hear
of this-
chuggy, you don't hear chuggy like how it's spelled. You hear CHOOGIE. Chuggy.
well,
That's the sound of a train makes.
That's what I was.
Chuggy, 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 chuggy.
That's
chuggy,
what I was
chuggy.
about to say.
Choo-choo.
I'm pretty sure Chugi means that train is zooming down the tracks. Okay, I'm gonna try and
Enough
figure out.
song. No.
I'm gonna need more time. What if you guys want to talk about something so I can figure out? I'm going to go to one of the gaming terms. I think I just have to figure out
Chat.
which. Okay, chat.
Okay, try. Okay,
Peso.
for all the fat quesos out there.
Queso is good. Avocado, mashed up avocado. Never really liked it, but okay. This is really hard. Okay, I'm just gonna go with a pick. I keep looking at it, so I'm gonna take Sweaty.
Sweaty?
Sweaty.
That one's
Sweaty
excellent.
gamer.
That's an excellent one.
So
Actually, I say sweaty gamer all the time.
Or
Like, we
sweat.
got-
He gets sweaty and sweat.
Another day, another win for the OGs.
Taking out the
sweats. Plus, the sweats are so irritating. Like, dude, just be a good gamer. Don't be irritating. Play the game. Be sweaty.
All right. I would say I don't use any of these on the reg, but some of them I don't use that at all.
I feel like I feel like he just drafted Reg. Matthew,
No.
you want to close
Yeah.
out yours?
No. I'm gonna be taking Tryhard.
Okay, that's another one for kind of the sweats, you know?
Yeah, it's
I
true.
was staring down the 2 of those, and I decided to take 5 minutes to pick one of them.
I have 3 left on my list, but even though mine is done, one of them I wanted to take just for the memes, and I think I should have.
What is it?
I'll tell you at the end of the draft.
Okay, so then the last one, I'm gonna read off. I have 4 of them. 4 of these. I kind of want to take them now. I have high key.
You can only take one.
I know. I have high key, dope, Karen, or bougie.
Those are all terrible.
High key.
What do you mean?
First
bro?
of all, dope is not. That's not Gen Z. That's millennial. Fully millennial. And high keys. I would say Jeremiah took that one.
No, I took that.
You already have high key. You have the keys.
You have the keys.
I take bougie. Give me that. Give me that, bro.
All
Not.
right. But dope. Not in terms of like you're a dope, but like dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
Like, as in cool.
That's definitely millennial. I'd say that one's been around for a while. Like I heard some millennials talking about slang. And like, do the kids still say, "Oh, that's dope"?
Yeah.
So definitely that one was not a. Gen
Look,
Z.
here's what we learned today. I don't know what languages are. They all blur together.
I'm just gonna take Karen.
Karen? All right, good.
Karen.
I'll take butthole off your list there.
Yeah.
Karen. There we go.
Karen's such a funny word.
It is.
One time, we were sledding on a hill at our house. And we're sledding down, and the hill kind of goes towards the road, okay? But we're not stupid. We're sledding and we're being careful. And this Karen decides that it is necessary to pull her shiny red Ford F-150 over to the side of the road and say, you kids shouldn't be sledding down that hill. You're going to fly out into the road and kill yourself. Yeah, thanks, Karen. Worry about your own driving, parking in the middle of the road.
Shout out to all the Karens listening.
No, don't shout them out. Shout them out of this place.
We don't need your listen.
Yeah, we don't look. You know the Karens are already incensed if they're listening to this.
They're already
podcast.
in the comments already, just blabbing.
Yeah. So thanks for helping our algo, Karen.
I'm gonna read off the picks now. Jeremiah picked Cap, Bet, Clapback, Legit, and Sweaty. I picked Mid, Ight, Savage, Bruh, and Tryhard. And Matthew picked Zesty, Low-Key, Lit, Sus, and Karen.
These lists are all great. I will vote for all of us.
I honestly like being objective. I think mine is like the most. Like I think people can gather around mine the most. Jeremiah's is pretty good too. I don't know about Matthew's though.
Get the Karen vote.
Matthew's,
the Karens.
Yeah, I think the Karen and the Zesty kind of bring it down a bit.
The Karens
Karen's a great pick.
The Karens might misunderstand and vote for Matthew because
They're like, oh, that's me.
Things to name your children. Oh, what a great draft. Karen.
Is Karen still out there? Little baby Karen.
I ate a whole bag of baby Karens the other day. They were good and orange.
Baby. Okay.
Baby tropes.
No. All right, I have 3 picks left. So one of them was Drip.
Oh, how was that? Oh my goodness, he's so drippy,
I just feel
bro.
like I never say that, and then everybody was like, "Oh, nice drip." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks," and then later I'm like, "Cringe."
I don't say that.
You don't say that. I was just saying when people say
Oh,
that.
I thought you said when Matthew says
You're like,
that.
Matthew's always dripping.
I don't think I've ever said drip before.
Another one was Finna. I started saying that. I'm like,
Finna?
I'm finna get paid eventually. One of these days. That's what it means. Like eventually,
Cringe.
one of these days.
Why did we not draft cringe?
Because cringe is older than time. So also, this one I wanted to be my last pick so bad, but I didn't. Poggers.
Okay. I don't. Is that okay? Yeah,
It's
I think
totally
that is.
Poggers.
I think that is Pog.
If
man.
you watch any like YouTube video from
Poggers.
like 2018 or whatever, where there's like the Minecraft like low quality, like totally poggers, bro.
There was a guy that I went to camp with a couple years ago that said Poggers. He's like, oh,
Like-
Pog. That's Pog, bro.
Yeah, pog and poggers, definitely all that. Anyway, definitely, you guys, you wanna vote on our polls?
How did
and
we not take fire?
Yes, that was the popular one that I just don't say fire.
I didn't think about that.
Oh my god, I was the only one that had it on my list, and I just didn't care. No, it's people are just like, yeah, that's fire, bro.
Oh, that's right, because it's cringe. Sorry, I forgot about that.
But it's
It's
like
a bit cringe. It's
but
a
I
bit,
was like,
it's a bit
yeah.
it's overused. Definitely, it's overused.
But I like ratio. Get ratioed.
Yeah, but I feel like ratio is like I always think about it as like a technical term for something that
You have
happens
so
on Twitter.
many gaming ones.
I do.
OP.
Noob. I had a lot of the gaming ones. I had Clout on here too.
Clout was another one I was considering.
But yeah, no, it's just, and I did have some phrases caught in 4K. This ain't it, Chief. I can't even.
This ain't Texas. So.
This ain't it, Chief is older than Gen Z though.
I just can't even right now. That was so stupid. I just
can't even with my first world problems right now.
Yeah, I mean, shout out.
All right, so definitely vote on the polls.
Scroll down to the bottom of this clip.
It doesn't
and,
take long, guys.
Just click
Click
on the
Matthew.
episode.
Silas, pull over, because I know you like to pull over to do things on your phone. Scroll down, vote.
In the middle of town.
He pulls over to text.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
If he's texting.
wait,
he
my
pulls
man, are you scared straight?
For sure.
Oh,
For
man.
sure, he is scared straight. Like, he's starting to get it back, though.
I don't care. I was texting on the way here. Yeah, I had my phone up to my face. I can't see where I'm going.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, new drivers, don't text and drive.
Yeah, don't text and drive. We're totally
AKA
experienced.
me.
There's...
But for the rest of us, just go to heck with it. Yeah.
There is this period where you're like, at least for me, where I was like, alright, follow all the rules. I gotta do it. But then I realized your phone works when you're driving. It doesn't just work when you're parked.
I
won't be like that.
I was
I'll
never a
drive on
total
stage.
straight driver. Like as soon as my appointment was over and I had my license, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna practical drive now, and I was always 5 over. Like no matter
I'm
what.
5
I was
over now.
I made
I'm like 8 over on the highway.
I'm like 6, 7 over.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
We should have taken that.
How would you rate this podcast?
Next draft, we will be drafting memes.
Out of 5, I'd say 6, 7 stars.
I see you didn't want to go to the 10, give us the low rating. But yes, speaking of ratings, review our podcast. That also
Give us
helps
like
to
6,
grow.
7 stars out of 10.
No,
out of
out of
5.
5. Out of
That's
5.
what I said.
Out of 5. We gotta go above and beyond. We don't just want to be mediocre.
When you count shoulders, don't forget that 6, 7 after the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
All right, thank you for joining us today. Definitely want to check us out on Twitter, Spotify, YouTube. Share us with friends, even if you don't want to. Share us with your enemies.
Instagram.
We're gonna have an Instagram eventually. We're gonna be on Apple Music. We're gonna be at Amazon Music once Apple lets me create an account, and once Amazon stops being so chuggy.
Chuggy.
Bye, everyone.
Anyways, this has been
Have
a
a
crazy
wonderful
train.
and beautiful day.
You were made in the image of God.
Get out there and slay, queen.
Slay Queen.
And kings.
All the millennials.
Wait, David is in the weekly update?
He is now because we're fully into the weekly update segment.
Oh, anyway, yep. Oh, do you want me to intro this or just move on?
No. Great.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about our lives now.
I was literally like, we're in the weekly update segment. You're like, wait, are we gonna do the intro for this segment? Are we in the segment?
Are we in the segment yet, guys?
Wait, what is
Look,
it?
I'm sitting in a dark room, man. I don't know where we are. It's so dark in here. I can't tell.
What is a context clue? Wow, the sun.
My pasty
Alright, guys,
whiteness.
bring it back.
All right.
Back
you
to
can
where?
do your intro, whatever.
It's so dark. I was just gonna say what everybody already knows. That this is the segment where we talk about our lives.
All right,
And-
this is the segment where we talk about our lives, weekly updates.
Weekly updates.
Whenever I'm ready. I'm nervous.
Matthew, do you need
It's
me
okay.
to? It's okay, Matthew. You can do this.
This one's gonna be behind the scenes. No one's gonna hear this, okay?
Okay.
No, nobody's
This
ever
will
gonna
be
hear.
posted at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, no one listens to the end.
Matthew is an emotional wreck. You guys don't realize this, but he just breaks down crying all the
Okay.
time.
Shh.
Yes, hand motions on the podcast.
Okay.
Welcome to the draft. Today
Jeremiah has a...
Today we're gonna be drafting.
Hold on.
Gen Z.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna read off the picks. Jeremiah picked.
Not against anyone named Karen. Anyone who acts like a Karen.
Yeah. No.
All right, thank you for interrupting me. I'm gonna read off the picks.
Anyway,
You're welcome.
No.
I just wanted to accept Christopher's apology. I mean, gratitude.
All right, I'm gonna.
I
Read
would
off...
like to accept an award from Christopher. I would like to do anything to stop him from reading the picks. Anyway, sorry.
I edit this podcast. I can cut you. You can just die. You can just die. All right, I'm gonna read off the picks.
All right, Jeremiah, let Christopher
Stop. Okay there, sport.